Welcome back to Tell Me More Stories Told Us podcast. Today, we're going deep.
Deep.
Yeah, deep into the life of a woman
Okay.
who went from, rural poverty to global icon Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah. I mean, it's a story that really embodies the American dream,
It does.
but with the twist.
Yeah.
You see, Oprah's journey isn't just about achieving wealth and fame.
Right.
It's about using her platform to amplify voices and challenge norms and just inspire millions.
Yeah, and it all began in rural Mississippi, where Oprah's childhood was anything but glamorous.
No.
I mean, can you imagine
Right.
growing up in poverty, facing abuse, and even losing a child at the tender age of 14?
It's heartbreaking to think about.
Yeah.
And yet those early experiences forged a resilience in her that would become, a defining characteristic. There's
Yeah.
a story about her grandmother noticing Oprah's innate charisma, saying she was on stage from the moment she could talk.
Wow, it's like her destiny was calling even then.
Right.
I read that she'd interview her corncob doll and even the crows on the fence,
Yeah.
like a natural-born communicator.
Exactly. And that natural talent led her to an unexpected starting point in media news anchoring.
Wait, hold on. Oprah Winfrey,
Anchoring.
a news anchor. Seriously?
Seriously. She was the youngest and the first Black female news anchor at WLAC TV in Nashville,
Wow.
covering the same stories as John Tesh, of all people.
That's a wild connection. I never would have guessed.
Right. It was a crucial stepping stone, though.
Okay.
The rigor of news reporting really honed her communication skills and prepared her for the next chapter, the one that would make her a household name daytime talk.
Ah, yes. The Oprah Winfrey Show, a cultural phenomenon that ran for an incredible 25 seasons.
What's fascinating is how the show evolved over time.
Okay.
It started with a more tabloid-style format,
Uh,
but gradually shifted towards deeper conversations about health, geopolitics, spirituality, and everything in between.
and then there was Oprah's book club,
Yes.
which completely revitalized the publishing industry.
Revitalized it.
Authors she featured became instant bestsellers.
Oh, yeah.
The Oprah effect was real,
It was real.
and it extended to everything from products to political candidates.
Her influence was undeniable. She became a tastemaker, a thought leader, someone
Yeah.
whose opinion could make or break careers and brands.
But before we dive into the peak of Oprah mania,
Okay.
I want to touch on her ventures beyond the talk show.
Sure.
Did you know she's also an accomplished actress?
Absolutely. Her performance in The Color Purple earned her an Oscar nomination,
Wow.
showcasing her remarkable range and talent.
And that was just the beginning. She went on to launch the Oprah magazine, her own radio channel,
Right.
and even the OWN network. It's like she built a media empire brick by brick.
It speaks to her entrepreneurial spirit and her unwavering commitment to connecting with audiences across multiple platforms.
Yeah.
But Oprah's story isn't just about professional success.
Right.
It's about using that success to empower others.
Speaking of empowerment, her long-term relationship with Stedman Graham has always intrigued me.
Yeah.
They've been together for decades, engaged in 1992, but never actually tied the knot.
It's one of those enduring mysteries that keeps people guessing.
It is.
They've clearly chosen to define their relationship on their own terms,
Yeah.
defying societal expectations.
And that independent spirit seems to be a thread that runs through everything Oprah does. If you're enjoying this deep dive into her incredible journey,
Yeah.
make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more episodes of Tell Me More Stories Told as podcast.
We'll be back in a moment with more on Oprah's philanthropic work, her forays into politics, and the lasting legacy she's built. Stay tuned.
We're back and ready to continue our deep dive into the remarkable life of Oprah Winfrey. Before the break, we were discussing her incredible influence and impact.
Right.
But even someone as beloved as Oprah has faced her share of criticism.
That's true. No one reaches Oprah's level of success and visibility without attracting some scrutiny. One of the most common criticisms leveled at her is that her brand of self-help can be overly simplistic, even bordering on toxic positivity.
I can see that point. I mean, telling somebody to just think positive can feel dismissive
Right.
when they're facing real struggles.
Exactly. Critics argue that it places too much emphasis on individual willpower
Yeah.
and ignores systemic issues that contribute to people's problems.
It's a valid concern, and it
Yeah.
speaks to the complexity of Oprah's legacy.
Yeah,
She's undoubtedly a force for good,
right.
but her message can be oversimplified
Sure.
and sometimes falls short of addressing deeper societal issues.
And speaking of complexity,
Okay.
her school in South Africa has also been a source of both praise and controversy.
Yeah.
The Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls is undeniably a testament to her commitment to education,
Right.
but some have questioned the lavish facilities.
I remember reading about that. People criticized the luxurious surroundings,
Yes.
calling it elitist and out of touch with the reality of poverty in South Africa.
It's a fair point. Oprah's response was that she wanted to surround these girls with beauty and inspiration,
Yeah.
believing it would foster their growth and potential.
I can understand that line of thinking. If you're constantly surrounded by hardship,
Right.
it can be difficult to envision a brighter future. Providing a nurturing and aesthetically pleasing environment could be seen as a way to break that cycle.
It's a fascinating debate, highlighting the different perspectives on how best to address poverty and inequality.
Yeah.
But regardless of the criticism, there's no denying the positive impact the school has had on the lives of countless young women.
Absolutely. And that impact extends far beyond the classroom.
Huh?
Oprah's media empire,
Yeah.
particularly her Ono network,
Right.
has also been instrumental in amplifying diverse voices and telling stories that might otherwise go unheard.
It's true. ONON's provided a platform for creators and stories that reflect the richness and complexity of the human experience,
Yeah.
particularly those from marginalized communities.
And let's not forget the sheer entertainment value of Ono.
Oh, yeah.
From captivating dramas like Queen Sugar to thought-provoking documentaries.
Right.
The network has carved out a unique space in the television landscape.
It's a testament to Oprah's ability to identify and cultivate talent, both in front of and behind the camera.
Right.
She's created a media powerhouse that not only entertains, but also informs and inspires.
And that's what ultimately makes Oprah Winfrey such a compelling figure. She's a businesswoman,
Yeah.
a philanthropist,
Right.
a spiritual guide,
Uh-huh.
and a cultural icon all rolled into one.
Her story is a reminder that we all have the potential to make a difference in the world, whether it's through our words, our actions, or our financial resources.
And as we wrap up this deep dive into the life of Oprah Winfrey, I'm left with a sense of awe and inspiration. Her journey is a testament to the power of resilience, determination, and an unwavering belief in oneself.
It's a story that continues to unfold.
Yeah.
And I, for one, am eager to see what the next chapter holds for this remarkable woman.
Me too. Thanks for joining us for this exploration of Oprah's extraordinary life. We're back for the final part of our deep dive into the life and legacy of Oprah Winfrey. By the end of the break, we were discussing the complexities and criticisms surrounding her school in South Africa
Uh-huh.
and the impact of her own WN network.
Right.
But there's one more aspect of Oprah's influence we haven't touched on yet.
Okay.
Her role as a political figure.
Ah, yes. Oprah and politics.
Right.
A fascinating and often debated topic,
It is.
while she's never held public office.
Right.
Her influence in the political sphere is undeniable.
Absolutely. Her endorsement of Barack Obama in the 2008 election was a pivotal moment.
Oh, yeah.
Some analysts even estimated that her support swayed millions of votes in his favor.
It's a testament to the trust and admiration she commands.
It is.
People saw in Oprah someone who shared their values, someone who spoke to their hopes and aspirations.
And her political engagement goes beyond endorsements.
Right.
She's been a vocal advocate for social justice, speaking out against racism, sexism, and inequality.
Her willingness to use her platform to address these issues has made her a target of criticism,
Oh, really?
from some who believe celebrities should stay out of politics.
That's a common refrain, but I think it's important for people with influence,
Yeah,
regardless of their profession, to use their voices to advocate for positive change.
I agree. Silence can be complicity.
Right.
And Oprah has never been one to shy away from speaking her truth, even when it's uncomfortable.
Exactly. And that's what makes her such an inspiring figure. She's not afraid to challenge the status quo, to push boundaries, and to use her power to uplift others.
Her story is a reminder that we all have a role to play in creating a more just and equitable world.
Yeah.
Whether it's through our votes, our activism, or our everyday interactions, we can all contribute to positive change.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the extraordinary life of Oprah Winfrey, what are your final takeaways? What makes her story so resonant and enduring?
For me, it's the combination of her personal journey and her unwavering commitment to making a difference in the world. She's a living testament to the power of resilience, hard work, and using one's platform for good.
It's a story that transcends age, race, and background.
It does.
Oprah's message of self-belief, empowerment, and connection resonates with people from all walks of life.
And her legacy will continue to inspire generations to come, encouraging us to dream big, to use our voices, and to strive for a better world.
Well said. Thanks for joining us for this exploration of Oprah Winfrey's incredible journey. It's been a fascinating and insightful conversation.
The pleasure was all mine. And to our listeners, remember Oprah's message. Tell your stories, embrace your truth, and never stop striving to make a positive impact on the world.
And that's a wrap on this episode of Tell Me More Stories, Sold As Podcast. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and tell me more.